Chapter 9, question 10, asks you to calculate the mass percent, and that is a keyword that's going to suggest a formula for the solute in each of the following. So the mass percent should remind you of the formula grams of solute over grams of solution times 100. That is the percent by mass, or the mass percent. This first m is referring to the mass, which is measured in grams, and the second m is referring to the mass in the bottom, measured by grams. Okay, so now in most of these, they will give you the grams of solute and the grams of solution, and you just plug them in, and it's no problem. In the first one, though, they give us grams of solute and grams of solvent. So if you notice in this very first one, they give us grams of solute right here. That's the one we have less of. And then the other one is the grams of solvent. And the reason why we know it's the solvent and not the solution is because water is a pure thing all by itself. A solution is a mixture. Okay, so this is, to get the grams of solution, we're going to take these 25 grams of KCl, that's our grams of solute, and we're going to add it to the 125 grams of H2O. That is our grams of solvent. So if you add those up, you get 150 grams of the mixture, which was the solution. Okay, so just to follow everything here by color, the solute we had 25 grams of, so we can put in a 25 there. The solvent, or I'm sorry, the solution we have 150 grams of, so we can put 150 there. So now we just have to plug it in, 25 divided by 150, enter, times 100, enter. I'm getting around 16.67, so 16.67% by mass. So this is 16.67% by mass, KCl. So you have around 16.67 grams of KCl in every 100 grams of solution. And that would be the answer for A. We're going to use this same equation, so let me just copy and paste this. We're going to use the same equation for B. Of course, we'll have different numbers. So, use this. And so, we're going to look for grams of solute. And in this case, that's the sucrose, the smaller number. And then grams of solution, that's going to be what they give us. So in this case, they didn't give us the solvent, they gave us the solution. And so we just have to plug those numbers in and solve. And before we do that, I just want to copy that there. Okay, so we have 12 grams of solute, 225 grams of solution. So 12 divided by 225, enter, times 100, enter. Looks like this is around 5.33% by mass. Sucrose. So that you'd have around 5.33 grams of sucrose in every 100 grams of the solution. Okay, for C. Now C, they give us the solute, which is the smaller number, here 8 rather than 80. And you can see that the other thing they give us, 80, is the solution. They tell us specifically that that's the solution. So we can plug these numbers in. We've got 8 grams of solute, and actually let me just copy this first. Second, there we go. Okay, so we have 8 grams of solution, or of solute, sorry, in every 80 grams of solution. So 8 divided by 80, enter, times 100, it's giving me around 10% by mass calcium chloride, CaCl2. So you'd have around 10 grams of calcium chloride for every 100 grams of solution here.